Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going through all of the top teams for Thalassa Dream Realm. There are 5 different teams that we have to show for you today. We're going to begin with the most free-to-play friendly team, which is from Genhard. I'm going to lock it in and then talk about the positioning. This is going to be using Odie and Shamira as damage dealers, Hugin in front of Odie, Smokey to the side, Coco in the upper left corner with the Dragon Roar artifact. Now, this is actually a pretty decent team idea, and in fact, the top scoring team of today as of right now is using Odie and Shamira together as damage dealers. So, if you're running an Odie team, try to get Odie's charms crafted and even refine them for the higher stats. Shamira and Hugin charms are going to be very important for this team specifically. Coco and Smokey charms don't really matter that much for this team. This is an overall solid team using pretty free-to-play friendly options. If you don't have Shamira, try replacing Shamira for a hero like Bonnie would probably be the best option. And that is what I would recommend with the Dragon Roar artifact. So it's interesting because in my tier list when I was ranking like the priority for elite charm upgrading, I put Odie in the S plus tier, but towards the end of it, because I didn't know how good he was going to be for Thalassa. And now the top scoring team of today, like I told you guys, is using Odie. So Odie actually is a pretty big priority for crafting charms for that reason, because he's good in Thalassa, at least as of right now. Okay, so 10 seconds left. We are up to 34 billion damage. The top scores of today, we'll have to wait and see in our own runs, and there is going to be RNG. Thalassa always comes with RNG, so be prepared to do multiple runs before you get a good score. But 36.6 billion damage, not bad for a completely free-to-play friendly team. Odie is actually doing decent amount of damage today. Okay, next up we have a budget team. The budget team is going to be, if you do not have Rainier, but you want to run a Twins team, you can run a team like this. Now, this is not going to compete for the top scores. Unfortunately, if you don't have Rainier, you're just kind of going to lose out today. But this is probably the best option if you do not have Rainier. So blue twin on the right, pink twin on the left. Just buffing up Shamira by the Stellar Bond. Hugin in front of Shamira, Smokey to the side, Odie in the upper left corner with the Dragon Roar artifact. This is going to be a bit of an RNG team. The major issue with Shamira and Hugin dynamic is, as you can see, you cannot have the Shamira remain on the mechanized bond buff tile of Hugin. And the reason for that is her range is just not high enough, like for example an Odie or something. But she will sometimes return back to that central tile as you see here, and then it does give a bit of value. Odie is a great secondary damage dealer, like we said. For this team, you want to have charms on everyone, apart from Smokey. Smokey's charms don't really matter. Yeah, okay, so let's see what we can get on our first run. These teams will have RNG, so the scores I get might not be completely representative of the maximum potential of the team. But let's see. And I don't think that this team specifically should be really bad on RNG, because it seems like the higher damage teams, like the Rainier teams, which are ramping up the boss quickly by dealing a lot of damage to them, those are the ones which have more RNG, because it kind of depends if your team can survive or not. But here, as you see, there's not really going to be survival issues with this team so far, and we should definitely set a new record with this one. Okay, bit of a blow right there, but Smokey is able to take it, and we do get a new record. I'm looking for 40 billion, hopefully. 40 billion would be nice. 8 seconds left. Yeah, we broke 40 billion. That is good. And in fact, it's going to be even over 43 billion. Yeah, the top 44 billion, not bad. The top scores of today are basically going to be around 50 billion damage. But this is a solid, decent score, and with RNG, it has potential to get a bit higher. Even for this account, we probably could get up to 45 or so billion damage if we got like perfect RNG, but that was a pretty good run. Okay, next up we have Toby and Rakez's team. Now, all the 3 teams I'm going to show you right now, they're all neck and neck. Like, the top scorer reported for all 3 of these teams are all within 100 million damage of each other. So, either one of them, you can run any one of them, and you just need to get lucky with the RNG. Rainier in front of Shamira, Hugin in front of the blue twin, and then pink twin on the left, and Bonnie on the Stellar Bond, along with Shamira with the Dragon Roar artifact. Rainier in front of Shamira, and Hugin in front of the blue twin. I'll watch the run, but honestly, I should probably be skipping the runs at this point. Maybe in the other 2 teams, I'll skip them, because These are RNG teams. Usually on your first run, you're not going to get the maximum score of this team. Not even close. But I just want to kind of see, how is the RNG looking? Like, is the team always really close to dying, or is it kind of on the safer side? Because it will come down to just, can your team survive for the whole fight? Early on, there's not going to be survival issues. It's kind of like when you have 40 seconds or left on the timer. That is when the boss is going to be hitting you really hard. Okay, but as you can see, you're ramping up the damage so fast, all the way over 30 billion damage with 49 seconds left. And that is because of Rainier. Rainier debuff is really important for Thalassa to increase the damage that your team deals, as well as Rainier charm bonus that he provides. Because Rainier has the same charm bonus as Hugin, but he also has a debuff to increase your team's damage by quite a lot. Okay, so all the way up to 39 billion damage, 29 seconds left. Now the boss is going to be hitting hard. So we have to see, what is it looking like? Are we easily able to take the hits here? We are, and we got a new record already, 45 billion damage. Now this hit, we took it. That's really good. Okay, so on our first run, I think we got decent RNG, to be honest. Yeah, looking really good, actually. Can we break 50? Whoa, we broke 50 billion with it. That's great. And I think 53.2 billion is kind of like the record, or 50... I don't know exactly what the record of today is, but 53.4 billion, that is a really solid score. What? We got rank 1 with this team? Yeah, I was like, I don't think people have hit 53.4 billion damage today. I don't know if we just got really lucky, but basically all of these top teams are neck and neck with each other. How do we beat every... How are we... Wait, okay, so there's one player who's got 54.5 billion, but a lot of the other players and the strongest players even on my server are at 52.4 billion. So this is a very good team. On our first run, we got a huge score, a really, really good score. That could even be the highest score I get for today. Okay, next up we have this Kulu team. Now the Kulu team from Raven, this is only going to work if you have a Supreme Plus Kulu. That is going to be needed for this, so don't try using it if you have like one copy Kulu or anything like that. Rainier in front of Shamira, Smokey off to the side, you have Blue Twin on the left, Pink Twin, or sorry, Blue Twin on the right, Pink Twin on the left, and then you have Kulu behind the Pink Twin with the Dragon Roar artifact. We're gonna go ahead and skip runs now because the fight is basically gonna play out the same way each time, and I just want to see what is kind of the maximum potential of these teams. So 52.5 billion damage on the first run, not bad. Definitely not bad, but nothing crazy either. 52.6 billion. I don't know, the RNG is not looking so bad, at least for my account specifically, but I think for some people there could be more RNG than we're experiencing. Okay, it's all around 52 billion. We did 3 runs of it. I think we're going to move on to the next team. So definitely decent team, but not even the top performing team of today. Now we have Datran and Genhard's team. This one is really good. This is considered the top team of today. However, with the other team that we ran, we kind of beat this top score I've seen posted for this comp. So it will be Rainier in front of Shamira, it will be Blue Twin on the right, Pink Twin on the left, only buffing up Shamira, and then Odie in the far upper left corner, Smokey in front of the Blue Twin with the Dragon Roar artifact. We're going to go ahead and do some skip runs of this. So this is probably the highest potential team, but 52.5 billion on the first run. I don't know, the Bonnie team just did really well for me. We're going to do like... Okay, there we go. 53.3 billion. Now we're closing in. We're closing in on the Bonnie team because our top Bonnie team was 53.4. That shows you that, yeah, definitely this team has a potential of getting that top score. The Bonnie team also looking really solid. I honestly think that, there we go. We got something. 53.5 billion. We're gonna leave at that for the top teams of today, but the Odie one is looking like the best and the most consistent, so I would recommend that one. But the Bonnie one did an amazing score as well. I was not expecting that. The Kulu one's very kind of consistent as well, but like not as high potential as the Odie team, it seems. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's gonna be it for this one. Hopefully this is helpful and you can get a top rank today. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. There's the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.